Welcome back, guys, to a new video. And in this video, we will be going over the new Thorns build I've been playing on stream and just going over, the basics of it, what we're building, and some of the stuff we're using in the build, and just talking about the build, and why we built it and what we built it. But, let's get right into it and let's just, knock this one out the ballpark. Well, for starters, we scroll. Let me close them right there. Let's go. We go armor, life regen, armor, life regen into relentless for that life per second. And we gonna grab a few of these type of nodes because this build needs the regen and stuff. Regen and stuff, because it's all attack based, no damage done to us, as most of you guys should know. Like, Thorns is sort of like retaliation. Damage done to you is dealt back to them, but like based on how much thorn damage you have, if that makes sense. So strength. We are like base game, so like starting out, we're just gonna scale all the way over to here, which I scaled all the way over to where is it, here first, for the bloodletting, so that we get the bleed on there first. And fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've seen a bunch of people say that this here is the only item in game or anything that allows thorns to bleed. So this is what we're using to get the bleeds on the build. So then we're gonna go all the way up here for Revenge of the Ire. Come out here, go for Hunker Down to down. When we come back out, hit this for life regen on block, 2% max chance. You're gonna get 7%, 7% here. Then you're gonna grab into these here. These two here. Increased armor and increase this. Increase armor here, but on total strength, requirement of boots and gloves and helmets. Gain 100% of it as armor. Come and grabbing this here for more life gain on block. Wait, that's... yeah. We don't grab this because, we're not necessarily going for attack damage. We're going more for the fact that we can just bleed out our enemies just by standing there. So then we go here. Take it back up. We're grabbing into this to grab these two here, polished, and this for more defenses off of armor. 200% of armor against crit hits, defending and stuff. That's good. Pretty good. Grab this. Come out here. Get this here, Thorn Leech. Oh, do we get... oh, no, wait. Shit. Thorn Leech. Forgot all about this. Yeah, come here, grabbing Thorn Hide into the crits, and spiked armor. So we grab Vulgar Method and Barbaric. 10% increased skill, 45% crit bonus, 30% increased critical hit chance, and then we grab Thorn Crit, 6%. Get as much crit as we can to get our damage up there. And then we'll go back to where we were at here, grabbing Thorns Damage Leech, and then grabbing Life Regen here for the defenses. But once we grab this, we're grabbing into this to get even more damage per block. on us. So like basically we grab that and we grab into here to get the aggravated despair and aggravated and then we get deep wounds too for more crits, but like really like that's what we pull for the build is those. And we don't grab anything special for the ability because we're using what is it? It's a reeve. No, rake. Rake is the ability we're using to get the bleeds, and then we're running all the what is it? Support gems for thorns on rake. Rake's the one that lunges you forward and stuff on that, so we're gonna get some movement out of that. And that's pretty much the build. 5 points spared because like I'm not gonna go any higher than that, but like this is pretty much like what we're grabbing here. And like for base items, we're grabbing the Saith's spear for the aggravated any bleed for the 20% chance. We got a 50% chance one, but like to go max out on it. But like yeah, for like the 50% chance on hit, and then 33 chance to aggravate bleed on hit. Bleed to inflict deal. Yeah, so it's like for the bleeds, and then you got that nice aggravate ignites on there too. Crown of Thorns, as you're supposed to, makes all stuff bleed. Pain attunement. Where is it? Oh, where's my briars? Yeah, the pain attunement. So like we're gonna be able to hit. We're gonna be able to do damage to all things, not just attack, because you have to attack to do thorns. But if you use, I think it's the crown. Yeah, crown of thorns. Wait, no, crown of thorns, right? That's the wrong. Wait, crown. Whoa, messing up the video here. Crown of. This is the one we want. Yeah, that's the one. I put the wrong one. That's the one. Yeah. Ah, I messed it up. But here we go. Yeah. But basically, this here to thorns can hit, retaliate against anything because thorns can only hit on straight attack, melee attacks and stuff. And this will allow spells and other stuff to cause your thorns to go off. We run Edrin's Tusks because, as I stated earlier, Edrin's Tusks will allow us to bleed with our thorns. Run the Dread Fist Bolstered Mitts for that increased critical bonus and stuff. And it also gives us more thorn damage, and then run the briar patches on our thing to give us more crit chance with our thorns. But then other than that, like our amulets and our rings and our belts, quite standard. Like it's gonna be a quite standard like play. Like just get hella defenses on the other gear. Run a shield that's like high in defenses and high in armor, and then run rings, amulets that give us +1s to our skills, and more resist in life, and then we're cooking, and then cap out our resist on the other piece of gear, and we'll be good to go. That's basically like the build. And then like I haven't decided, like I know I'm gonna run the war cries and stuff. So one of the war cries. I'm gonna run the vulnerability ability, but I haven't chosen like a second like skill. Like I'll need a second skill for like soloing bosses and stuff, because like I've noticed like going through the campaign that it's not really a soloable build until we get all this gear on. Then we'll be able to solo, because I have like all my stuff slotted with the needed what is it? Needed ruins already, so that I can just plop it in. Once we get to level 33, pop it in, pop it in, pop it in, pop it in, and we'll be good. Basically like the build, and then like run our auras so that we can do better damage. Like which auras? Like hey, ooh, I need a search. What can I search? No. Well, anyways, like we're gonna run basic auras and stuff, but like that's basically the concept of the build. And then like as I always do, we'll go back, look into it once I hit end game and stuff, or hit mid game, because I'm in Act 2 speed running this shit. Once I hit the level 33, we'll zoom through it because we'll have all our gear on and stuff. But yeah, pretty much the build, pretty much like what I'm going for on the build. And if you guys got any questions, any like comments on like what I could do better with the build and where I could slot my points to get more like bleed, more damage, more this, more that, let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah, catch you guys on the flip side. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you follow me on all my other platforms, because I do stream. Peace out.